Sedlec. This town is about an hour away from Prague on the train. It's a very small town, and I would say its main attraction is the Church of Bones or Sedlec Ossuary. Yes, you heard that right. Church of Bones. It also has a Lego museum right next to it, but let me start with the Church of Bones. The entrance fee was about €9 per person, and you can buy the tickets online. I don't know how to feel about that though. Charging to enter the house of God. I think donations would have been better. Anyway, it looks like a normal church outside, but the church's interior has been decorated with the bones of an estimated 40 to 70,000 people. Why, you ask? The cemetery here was one of the most popular places for burials because an abbot sprinkled the cemetery with soil he took from Jerusalem. Then word got out and a lot of people wanted to be buried here. So during the Black Death, the Hussite Wars, a lot of people died and a lot were buried in the cemetery here. In the 15th century, a Gothic church was built and its basement was used as an ossuary. The bones stayed there till 1870 when a local woodcarver was hired to make the bones look presentable, and this was the result. In the church, I heard that a half-blind monk was assigned the task of arranging the bones. He did so with a spiritual devotion. So, I don't know which is which, the monk or the woodcarver. The chandelier in this church has at least one piece of every human bone. The whole experience was beautiful and eerie, I would say, and honestly humbling. Just imagine losing your life, then hundreds of years later ending up as a church decoration. Till now, I'm still trying to process how the church was open to this idea of actually displaying dead people in the church, and that the people in this town are now used to this. I just had to see it to believe it, but I couldn't stay for too long. I was a little freaked out. So I left after about maybe 5 minutes. A few meters down the church, they have a gift shop. But at this point, I saw enough. I was kind of in shock. I mean, remember, those were real people, real people's bones. Around the church, there's also some cafes and restaurants. I went to this cafe called Coffee Hood. The food in Czechia was so good, and I honestly missed the cakes in the coffee shops. I would visit Czechia again just for the pastry. This cafe is right opposite the church, and I would say everything was good. The cakes, the drinks, the customer service. I don't remember exactly how much I paid, but it was not expensive. It was a good way to calm me down after the shock from the church. Just a few meters down from the church, there's this Lego museum. I did not expect to see this museum, so this was a really nice surprise. I paid about €10 for the entrance fee, but this is just an estimation though, because I was paying in CZK. I got so nostalgic in this museum. It's got a lot of Lego toys I used to see back in the day, like late 90s and early 2000s. I don't know if any of you remember those commercials about toys. They were always on those kids' channels. And then they had Toys R Us, and you also used to always see these kind of toys. Anyway, I think it's an excellent place to bring your kids, and of course if you love Legos, because they have these interactive areas where you can build your own Legos. And this museum has over 1,000 of original Lego sets on display. Some of these Legos go all the way back to the 1970s. This museum is part of a network of private Lego museums across Czech Republic. They all share a massive collection of Legos. The museum also has a playground. This way you can keep the little ones busy. Even the playground has some Legos, which I thought was really cool. Just down the road from the Church of Bones is the Cathedral of Assumption of Our Lady. I didn't want to pay again to visit a church, so I appreciated this church from the outside. I didn't see anything out of the ordinary compared to the Church of Bones. Well, maybe it does have some weird stuff, but I didn't see anything weird. As I was leaving Sedlec, there were so many motorcyclists. I think there was some kind of event, but it was really cool to watch.
Why are you pointing? I don't know. I'm trying to get their attention.
If you're interested in visiting this town, or I don't know if I can even call it a town, it seemed more like a village. But there are direct trains from Prague. You can get a bus from the train station to the town. But I saw a really big queue, so I just decided to walk. The walk was about 15 minutes. That's what Google was telling me. And I already walk a lot anyway, so 15 minutes is not that much of a big deal for me. If anybody knows any more attractions in this town, please let me know in the comments down below. And thank you very much for watching. I hope to see you in the next video. Bye.